Namaste, Lakech, my family. I would like to share some concepts with you which I find relevant and I think are very pertinent in your developing and understanding the concepts and functions of which you consider this reality to be. Um, first and foremost, I would like to share some intel and information with you as far as the relevance of understanding that there are some things that have been left out of the programming in this place that you need to be aware of. First and foremost, it's not mind, body, spirit. They are missing the key element in that dogma. Um, the correct form is heart, mind, soul, body. Let me explain a little bit about that. Coming from your heart, having unconditional love for your family, for your stream of consciousness, for the dimension in which you represent, and the variant dimensions that exist within you, for all is one, and one is all. Having unconditional love and balance is necessary in balancing the variant aspects of yourself as far as the connection made between you from 3 past the fourth dimension, which is a barrier. Some like to call it the subconscious. That barrier was created so that the lower vibrational frequencies could not penetrate into a 5th dimensional construct, which in many ways is easier to think about as static. The 4th dimension eliminates the static from 3 upon entering 5. Okay. Heart comes first. Secondly, mind. Mind comes second. Why? Because you need the mind in order to consciously process, especially in 3D, that you're in a vessel, the aspects of self and of your soul. You need that tool, at least in this form, in this dimension. Make this very, very clear to you. In this form, in this dimension, you obviously need your chemical computer, your mind, in order to process the more advanced and specific things that need to be processed in order to truly relate to soul. I'm not saying that in the sense of you can't, the feeling. What I'm saying is the processing necessary to grasp it in 3D. Okay. Third, soul. Soul, your life force, your connection to source, your conscious memories, your connection, your lifeline, your vibrational codex of your energy signature related to you, not only in 3D, but the variant dimensions that exist above and below. Your soul, number 3. Number 4, body, your vessel. Okay? In 3D, your body, your vessel, is what you now reside in. When you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, that is an energy light being inside of that suit. To understand that from the foundation up is completely relevant and necessary in you understanding where you're going to go with that understanding. It is like building a house. You must understand that the foundational structure must be strong in the sense of your own inner knowledge. For sometimes, if you simply look out the window and you are observing those watchers out there, you must understand how that house was built. You must understand the structure, what makes it run, where those materials, where that intent, where that knowledge comes from. To simply stare out the window and think you know is not truly understanding the foundational structure of which you sit in. That knowledge needs to be reflected not only within the house, the temple, which is your body, but in your own individual understanding of your reality and how you can change your reality with a thought. Your conscious stream you are completely responsible for, as are you responsible for your actions. And in understanding that, coming from your heart, surrendering to the fact that, and to your higher selves, and letting go of that ego, and the ego which was created to be self-servant and selfish, depending on the reality stream of the construct you were created to live in. It is similar to adapting to an environment in which that the basic survival needs are created and then shared. The issue is that the ego, if not kept in check, can prevent the individual from having the awareness and coming from the heart to truly connect and understand the game in which they are playing in. That distinction between understanding what it is lost in translation. If you'd like to think about it as, for example, say that all of your higher selves are in alignment on your light cord. Say that many members on this in my family that are going through this right now, there is that aspect of you that says, hey, don't do this. This is too hard. Just do what you've been trained to do, that you've been doing your whole life. It's so easy. Just go back and do this. If you want to think about that, that program was simply there and created to as a backup plan for if you couldn't follow your life path. Well, at least you could fall back asleep and listen to that and be that. But in doing that, you forget who you truly are. For it's one or the other. There is no middle ground in that. The only middle ground which needs to be worked through is pulling that which doubts, which says, oh, you can't do that, that's too hard. Do this, this is easy. Do this, this is what is normal. Do this, this is the programming of this place. Why would you want to do something else? To understand what that truly is a fail-safe program set in place that no matter what happens, at least you could do this. That is not your guiding light. That is not following your highest intent. That is a backup plan. If you want to call this as a computer program, that is your fail-safe. Well, if all else fails, you could always go back to sleep and carry out your normal 3D existence with the awareness diminishing instead of being on the opposite turn of the wheel, being enlightened. Pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to what you feel. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut instinct. And come from your heart. Now, I think, Ra, would you like to speak about the matrix and not letting this place break your programming?
Okay, real quick is the matrix is designed to break your program. The matrix is designed to keep you down. The matrix is basically designed to keep you on lock. You see that in many millions of people that follow one rule, complain about the world, and they don't do nothing with themselves to make the change for themselves, that they can be in the present, in the moment, in the now, in the heart, making a conscious decision and paying attention to what they do. Meaning you'll have to get out of the autopilot construct that you just bounce around and everything is on autopilot. Oh, I didn't know. You know. Everything you observe, everything that you do, your conscious and subconscious construct knows. You know what you're doing. The other program is just an excuse, yo, I didn't know, running on autopilot. And the responsibility is to point the finger at your own nose and saying, this is what I'm here to do, this is my purpose, this is what I can contribute to this world, and this is how I function in this matrix, and this is how I learn to be a programmer and not a program that is run by elusive governing programs running me, using my energy, having a parasitic behavior, and I take on that parasitic behavior and I act like them. I have to be aware at all times, and that is all.
Namaste, my Lakach, my family. Train very hard. We love you very much. Namaste.
Namaste.